for the younger brother's social networking page, it doesn't look that much different, quite frankly, than any kind of young teenager. He's 19. He talks about how he went to high school in Cambridge and that he's single. He says that his worldview is Islam. His personal priority is career and money. And there's just one photo of him and then a couple of videos posted. And then the brother, we have a kind of a profile, an in-depth photo essay of his boxing career for the older brother that we found in Boston University magazine that's shedding some light on the older brother.
Richard, to what extent is this helpful to authorities to have these social media pages?
Potentially very helpful, and one of the things they'll be most interested in is whether there are any geotagged posts from other parts of the world. So they will be trying to reconstruct their travel patterns, and I haven't had the opportunity to go through those, but maybe Esme, you've noticed something. Are there any posts that appear to be posted from anywhere outside of the Boston area?
We have a report that the older brother did leave for about 7 months last year to go to Russia. And so that's the only thing so far that is telling us that they have left the country in recent years.
Esme, we dug up a fascinating story from the magazine of Boston University, something from the Graduate School of Communications. And it seemed, especially with the older brother, to have really conflicting views about the U.S., saying he didn't understand Americans, but obviously was very into boxing. I mean, we just heard from my colleague's interview with one of his boxing gym contacts. Still, he wanted to be on the U.S. Olympics boxing team, or seemed to have expressed that. Did that come through in either the American social media links or the Russian ones?
So we don't have a Facebook-like, Russian version of Facebook profile for the older brother. So kind of, what we're going off of is recounts from friends and family members who knew these two. And then again, this BU profile that you mentioned. In that, he kind of talks about his faith. He didn't drink, smoke, or drink alcohol because of his faith. He didn't want to go shirtless when women were present at the boxing gym. But at the same time, he went shirtless in the profile, in the photo spread, which was kind of interesting. And one thing I did want to mention, in the article, he says that the family fled Chechnya in the early 1990s because of the conflict going on there. We just got word from the spokesman of the Chechen president that says there's an ongoing investigation saying no trace of these boys have ever visited the republic there. So really conflicting information that we're getting on a lot of different things.
Well, in fact, the uncle, when he was speaking impromptu in front of his house, said they'd never been to Chechnya either, so that may come out. One of the things, Deirdre, that law enforcement will do is contact tracing. I mean, it's one of the basic techniques in a major investigation like this. A site like Facebook makes it really easy because you have friends and contacts are highly visible. So, Esme, what can you deduce from the contacts and friends of these two individuals from their social media pages?
So we talked to mostly friends. We found a lot of friends of the younger boy, describing him as a quiet kid, very nice. He volunteered. He was warm-hearted. He volunteered to help kids with learning disabilities. A lot of people are saying this act of terror in the Boston area that authorities say these brothers are responsible for is really out of character. So.
Is the page being vandalized now? I mean, are there posts that are occurring in real time, or have they taken it down and cached it?
Yeah, on the social network page of the younger brother, there are definitely posts from kind of strangers, as far as we can tell, kind of really attacking him with some vicious language, and they haven't taken it down, so it's still active, it's still up.